Hey, welcome back to my channel, Duct Tape Mechanic. In this video, I'm going to be doing a detailed installation guide and brief review of the Renton model ceiling fan made by Portage Bay. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. Alright, so the first thing is going to be to make sure that the breaker is in the off position. Alright, in this video I'm going to assume that you already have a fan rated box ready to go. So whether you removed your old fan or you've installed a new fan bracket and box. What you can't do is remove an old ceiling light and put a fan in. That's a big no-no. So if you need to figure out what to do, I have a link in the description of this video in which I cover how to remove the ceiling light and install a proper fan rated box and bracket. But this video is going to assume that you've already got one installed and ready to go. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is install the mounting bracket. This is what the mounting bracket looks like. It's in the box of the fan. And how we're going to install it is with these foam pads. These will be brushing up against the ceiling of the house. And we're going to install them using the 2 screws that come with the fan box. So we're going to take those screws out, put this bracket in, and then put those screws back in. So let's do that. I went ahead and pulled the wiring out a little bit as well because I wasn't sure how easy it would be to get back to it, but I'm not necessarily sure if that's necessary, but it's always good to make sure life's a little bit easier. We're going to get our motor, which is this part right here, and remove all of these screws. I don't know why they don't come pre-removed, but you'll need them removed in order to install the fan blades later on. That's what it should look like. No more screws. Typically, the higher quality fans, they come with a bag of screws. You just screw them in when you attach the fan blades. But anyways. Alright, so after we remove those screws, we're going to remove this screw from the mounting bracket as well. I suppose this little pad stays there. Now it's time to hang the motor. To do that, we're just going to get the motor here and then put this tab through this large opening here, like so, and then put the screws back in place, all 3 of them. Alright, now it's time for the wiring. The wiring is really simple. This fan has 4 wires right here. And the 5th one is this small green one. So there's 1 green, a white, a black, and a blue. And the house has 3 wires, a white, copper, and black. The way we're going to wire this is that the green is going to go to the bare copper wire. The white is going to go to the white wire, aka the neutral of the house, and both the blue and the black coming from the motor are going to go to the black of the house. The black was bringing the power in, and then the black and the blue of the fan is what powers the fan motor and the light kit. So blue and black go to black, white goes to white, green goes to copper. The way we're going to wire them up is pretty much twist them into this wire nut right here and then electrical tape them up afterwards to secure the connection. Next, we're going to install this fan motor cover. So basically, it's got this loop thing right here and a hole on the other side, and it's got the same thing on the opposite side. So basically, on top of the mount, there's two screws. The one that corresponds to this, we're going to loosen, and the one that corresponds to the hole, we're going to remove. And then we're going to mount it. Just going to put it over here and then slide it onto the screw that's loose and turn it. This is going counterclockwise. It should click right into place, and we'll just tighten up the loose screw. Alright, so now it's time to attach the flan blades to the arm. So basically, if you want this side down, meaning this is the side you're going to be seeing, we're going to attach the arm to this side like so. And the opposite applies if you want to see this side. This kind of matches the carpet, so we'll go with that. And then the way it goes, it just goes like this. And then it's got a baggie of screws. 1, 2, 3, and you repeat that for all 4. Now, alright, so I did that for all 5 of them. I may have said 4 earlier, but there is 5. You'll see that when you open the box. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to install these onto the fan motor with the screws we removed earlier. Alright, so next we'll be installing the light kit. In order to do that, the wiring is really simple. This blue is going to get connected to the blue wire on the fan motor. It's just push connects, and the wire is going to get connected to the white wire. So those both just push into the connector, and then we're also going to loosen these 3 screws, or remove these 3 screws I should say. So 1, 2, and 3, and then align it up with the motor, then screw these back in. All right, let's do it. All right, so now we'll be installing the glass shades. In order to do that, we need to remove this piece right here. It just unthreads counterclockwise. Then go ahead and just put the shade on. I'm wearing gloves so I don't leave fingerprints, and then put this piece back in. Time to install the light bulbs that do come with the fan. Finally, we're going to be installing the pull chains. They just clip on to the existing chains that are on the fan with these little connectors right here. Just turn it on from over here. I believe this is for the lights. There we go. And that's for the fan. And there she goes. Alright, so I've had this fan running for a while and I'm ready to give my rating. So I would give this 42-inch fan made by Portage Bay. It's called the Renton, sold by Amazon, a 4 out of 5 stars. I like the way it looks. Obviously that's subjective, but I really like the filament LEDs. They kind of look cool. The light bulbs look cool. It's a flush mount option, and it actually moves the air around pretty well. Especially, like I said, this is a smaller room, 10 by 10 feet. So this fan is plenty. I could feel it in all the corners of the room. And there is no vibration at all. You can see those pull chains are pretty much steady. I mean, they're gonna move a little bit from the airflow, but they're not vibrating around. Now the motor does have a slight hum, and that is it's really small. It's typical of AC fan motors. I'm kind of used to now having installed a couple of DC fans in my house for them to be absolutely quiet, but I was expecting a little bit of a hum, which is okay since this is the extra room, and the hum is almost not noticeable. But for 30 bucks, I mean, even if you pay the retail $90 for this, I would say it's not a big issue. So overall, to summarize, I would say it's a 4 out of 5. And if you install this fan, I think you'll be satisfied. So if you found this video to be helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up sign.